thought I recognized the stench of industrial strength relaxer. Now kindly take your chemically treated rough and holier-than-thou attitude back to the mainland, and then flick them on someone else.
I'm not going anywhere.
Hey, Daddy.
I'm coming. What's the rush?
I want to get back to my baby brother's room. With the cleaning table. Did Sabrina finish putting it together?
We had to take it back, sweetheart.
The babies need cleaning tables, Daddy.
Well, not here, they don't.
Why not?
Okay, listen. We have to have a little talk about your little brother.
Bradley Cooper. Time for you to man up.
Man up.
That's right.
I think if you look closely, you'll find that I'm all man, even in the midst of a day as bad as this one.
Well, it's about to go from bad to worse, unless you do what you're told.
I'm open-minded. Your word to give is not a take.
Here's your order. Step up and take care of your son.
You might want to get your prescription checked, Sabrina.
Oh, yeah, I can see just fine. Thank
No,
you.
I meant your antipsychotics, because you clearly have no grasp of where you are.
Nicholas Cassadine's mansion.
Exactly, where I am a guest, and you are trespassing. Now get out.
Not until I say what I came here to say.
I don't care what you have to say. I am extremely pregnant, extremely alone, and extremely fed up with you and your roommate and your high and mighty boyfriend that used to be mine. Patrick already gave me an earful. I've had it.
Oh, well, you know what? That's too bad, because you're about to get an earful from me. How could you cheat Patrick out of his son?
It's not his son.
You know, it was bad enough that you dangled him in front of Patrick and made him fall in love with that baby, but you did that to Emma, too. You let them imagine a life with a little brother and a son, and that was all a lie. That baby was never going to be a part of their lives, and my point is, how can you do this to a man that you claim to love?
Well, before we have the little chat about your brother, you want something to drink or some ice cream or something?
Daddy, just tell me, what's wrong?
Okay. Okay. Look, I didn't think this was gonna be so difficult to tell you.
There's no baby again, is there?
No. Well, not exactly. I mean, Britt's still having a baby.
And how come live with us?
No, he's not gonna come and live with us.
Why not?
Because I'm not the father of Britt's baby. It's someone else.
I don't know what Westbourne told you, but this...
Whoa, you're the father of the baby. Is that not the case? Britt told me that the two of you struck a deal. Right? She would secure your promotion here at the hospital in exchange for your DNA.
Is that judgment I hear? That's rather rich, Prince Nicholas. Coming from an heir to a legacy of inbreeding, fratricide, and fringe meteorology? Oh, yeah, I read the whole tell-all about your family, and, frankly, I'm shocked that the so-called white sheep of that man...
Playing the class card won't get you off the hook here, pal. You won't shirk your responsibility with your son. I don't care what arrangement you made.
That kid is not my responsibility.
Really? Tell me how you could say that.
How could I lie to Patrick like that when I claim I love him? Go to hell.
No wonder Patrick washed his hands of you.
Patrick would have never left me if you hadn't weaseled your way in between us in the first place. Oh, but that's right. You couldn't turn his head with your looks, could you? So you created your little whisper campaign.
Wow. You've rewritten history so many times that you actually believe it yourself.
You deny that you wanted Patrick the entire time that I was with him?
Look, I don't deny that I had feelings for Patrick, but I knew that he was still mourning his wife. I even kept quiet when it was clear to me and everybody else that being with you was the worst mistake Patrick could ever make.
Oh, right, of course, because how could Patrick pass up perfect little Sabrina? You call me the bridge, but honey, I ain't got nothing on you.
You know, I knew that you were awful for Patrick, but he was able to make that decision on his own. When he realized that you hated his little girl.
What do you mean? Why isn't the baby yours?
Well, sometimes when parents are expecting a baby, they get confused who the dad is.
How?
Sometimes they think it's going to be one person, and it turns out that it's another person. It's like a mix-up. You know, when you brought your friend's backpack home from school, and it looked exactly like yours, but then when you opened it up inside, you realized that it wasn't yours?
The baby's in a backpack, Daddy.
I know it's not, baby.
This is silly. How did everyone get so confused?
Doctors do little tests on babies when they're still growing inside their mommy's stomach. And sometimes they get them wrong.
So you failed the test?
I guess you could kind of say that, yeah. But the important thing is that Britt's baby isn't going to be part of our family like we thought.
Whose family does he get to be a part of?
A man named Brad.
He's not going to be as good of a daddy as you.
Thank you for saying that, sweetheart. He's going to be just right for Britt, though.
In what universe is the baby you share with Britt not your responsibility?
The universe in which, you know, it's like...
No, I don't know what it's like.
Look, Westbourne and I had an agreement, okay? She supplied the promotion, I supplied the sperm.
Which makes you the baby's father.
No, there was no discussion of hand-holding, childbirthing, diaper changing, or child support. Drake was going to handle all that.
Well, that ceased to be the case once he found out that he wasn't the father and that you were.
So what?
So, you're going to see to Britt and that baby's every need.
But,
starting with putting a roof over their head. Britt's moving in with you.
What you thinking about, sweetheart?
I wonder if the baby will miss us.
That's a good question. I don't know what the little guy's gonna be thinking. But I do know that he missed out on having the best big sister in the entire world that anybody would be lucky to have.
Yes.
I know you're disappointed. This whole situation's giving you a little whiplash.
What's whiplash?
Whiplash is the feeling you get when you think you're gonna get something and then you realize you're not gonna get it.
It's not fair.
No, it's not fair. And I know it took you a little bit of time to warm up to the idea, but you were looking forward to having a little brother, weren't you?
You were excited too. He really wanted to have a little boy. Someone to play catch with and take camping. Must have whiplash too.
Yeah. I got a little whiplash.
Maybe he could still have a baby boy. Your own baby boy was Sabrina.
I do not hate Emma. I am not fond of the little brat, but I do not hate her.
You treated Emma like the enemy.
She treated me like I had cooties.
You called her names, Britt. A little girl. And then you turn your head when she runs away to escape your bullying.
I tried to be nice to that kid,
Oh, come
okay?
on.
But I didn't stand a chance next to you, the maker of rainbows and everything nice.
You frightened her. And then she ran away at night in the dead of winter. Do you have any idea what could have happened to that little girl?
She's a spoiled little brat. Okay?
Oh, well, that's something that you obviously managed to say in front of Patrick. Oh, yeah. He finally saw you for the bitch you are and dropped you. But instead of taking no for an answer, you hatched up this little plan to trap him and recruited Brad to help.
Dr. Westbourne can't move in with me.
And yet she is, so you better make room.
I live in a railroad apartment. There's barely enough room for me, let alone
You should have thought of that before you started doling out sperm samples.
Why do you care where Britt lives? What are you in love with her or something?
You know, it would have been one thing if you had actually gotten pregnant after jumping Patrick in the shower. But this? What kind of person thinks of a plan as sick as this?
Apparently you're looking at her.
You knew that in order to redeem yourself with Patrick, you had to prove that you could be a parental figure. So instead of doing the hard work of rebuilding a relationship with Emma, you go and take the easy way out and go and get pregnant
You
yourself.
think this is easy?
Oh, but it backfired, didn't it? You were found out, ostracized, and dumped. And now you're alone and pregnant by a guy who probably wants even less to do with you than Patrick.
Oh. Yeah, exactly. You know, I got everything I had coming to me. Aren't you happy?
You know, I really should despise you for everything that you've done. But the truth is, I pity you. And that poor baby you're carrying. With you as a mother, that little boy is in for a lifetime of nothing but grief.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh,
Truth hurts, doesn't it?
it's not the truth, you moron. It's my baby.
Come on, level with me, Prince. You got a thing for the bridge?
Call her by her proper name or not at all?
Lighten up. She likes it.
No, she doesn't, actually, and neither do I.
Because you won't have your lady's honor besmirched?
My friend's honor.
Sure, you're such great friends. You can't wait to unload her on me. Well, what's wrong? Didn't she live up to your lofty standards? Yeah, sure, it was fine when she was the poor, abandoned mother-to-be, but once you got a look inside, what makes it...
Bottom line, Brad, you're the dad. So Britt and the baby are now your responsibility.
I don't see it that way. And if Britt has a problem with that, she could take it up with me herself.
Do you really expect me to believe this? After the fake morning sickness and the fake DNA test, now you're faking Braxton Hicks?
Sabrina, I'm not faking something. It's wrong.
Okay. You know what? Look, if you want to continue to play this game, go ahead. Keep playing.
Oh, God.
But you're going to play all by yourself.
No, Sabrina, please, I'm not faking. Something's wrong. Please don't go. Please don't go.
You and Sabrina can have your own baby. And this time the doctor did their test, study extra hard to make sure the baby's yours.
Well,
Wouldn't you like that?
yeah, I think that would be very nice. But I think that parents need to talk about having a baby together to make sure it's the right situation. I think for Sabrina and me, it's a little premature.
But you love Sabrina, right?
Yeah. I do love Sabrina.
This much?
More than that.
This much?
That much, yes. Do you love Sabrina?
Even more than this.
Yeah? Wow, that's a lot.
So if you love Sabrina and Sabrina loves you, maybe it's not
Premature, it means when something happens too soon.
Since you love Sabrina, maybe someday it won't be premature to have a baby brother.
Maybe, baby. Hey, Sabrina, it's me. I know you're still at work. I just wanted to let you know that I told Emma about Britt and the baby. And I wish you were here because it wasn't easy, but,
Daddy?
I gotta call you back. What's up, buddy?
You don't have to wait to get a little boy to play catch.
You are the best. This is awesome. What do you say we go outside and play a little catch, huh?
Yeah. I love you, Daddy.
I love you, sweetheart.
Detective Falconeri, I need to speak to you about something.
Hey, what's going on?
We're baking a cake. Britt's in labor.